Hello, friends. Do you love to travel and learn about new places and things? Great! Then you are in the right place. Join Jasmine the cat and Gracie the tortoise as they have fun exploring the USA, the world, and beyond.
Hello, friends. It's Jasmine, the jazzy gray cat, here with my bestie Gracie, the super smart tortoise. Say hi, Gracie.
Greetings, my good friends. Gracie here. Are you ready to explore another Scandinavian country with us, Sweden?
I am ready, Gracie. Sweden is one of Norway's neighbors.
That's right, Jazzy. Norway is found on the western side of Sweden, with Finland to the east, and water separating Sweden and Denmark. Sweden is not a very large country, only about 1,000 miles from top to bottom. Less than 10 million people live here, making it one of Europe's countries with the smallest amounts of people.
I think that will be enough people for me. Long ago, people used to live in the country, but now more people like to live in the cities, like the capital, Stockholm.
I hope you brought your tiara, Jasmine, because you will be happy to know that Sweden has a king and a queen.
Gracie, I always travel with my tiara. Doesn't everybody?
Well, perhaps not everyone. You will have to get some Swedish krona if you want to buy anything. The Swedish people are also very proud of their country's neutrality.
Gracie, what's neutrality?
Well, if a country is neutral, it doesn't take sides or fight in any wars. Sweden has been a neutral country since the mid-1800s and even remained neutral during the 2 world wars.
I like that idea. Trying to be friends is best. The flag has a blue background with a yellow cross on it. Just like Norway, Vikings lived in Sweden. Usually we see pictures of Vikings wearing helmets with horns on them. But people who learn about Vikings say they probably didn't wear that. But no matter what kind of helmet they wore, they did look fierce. And the word Viking even means pirate. Vikings often stole from the people they raided and took their lands. That does sound like a pirate.
Yes, it does. The northern part of Sweden is called Lapland and is mostly inside the Arctic Circle. This is where those beautiful green, pink, and purple lights called the Northern Lights or Aurora Borealis can be seen. The native people of Sweden, the Sami people, believed the lights came from the souls of the dead.
Oh, what a wonderful way to remember people you love, Gracie. If I were a light, I think I would be a beautiful silvery gray mixed with pink. How about you?
I think I would like to be a lovely shimmery green. Which reminds me, Swedes love their countryside. They love to visit ancient forests, woods, mountains, and wetlands. These places are where many endangered animals and birds call home.
You're right, Gracie. Sweden is working very hard to save the Arctic fox, which is almost extinct, with fewer than 200 of them left in Europe. These cute foxes are brown in the summer, but turn white in the winter to blend in with the snow. That's a super cool trick. I wish I could change color. Maybe to pink?
Interesting choice, Jasmine. How about we talk about some holidays? The second biggest one, after Christmas, is Midsummer Day. Midsummer marks the beginning of summer and the longest day of the year. It is not the same day every year, but it's always around the 21st or 22nd of June. I think you would like to be part of the celebrations. The Swedes celebrate with parades, parties, and dancing around the maypole.
What's a maypole, Gracie?
Dancing the maypole is when dancers stand around a tall pole, each holding a ribbon. As they dance, they weave in and out with their ribbon, creating a beautiful pattern.
Ooh, I would love to do that. I also hear that girls get to wear flower crowns. Count me in. My celebration is special too. It's called the Festival of St. Lucia, or Lucy, and it happens on December 13th and marks the beginning of Christmas. The festival begins with a parade of singing children led by a girl dressed as Lucia. She wears a white robe tied with a red sash, and on her head she wears a wreath of evergreens with candles on it. I would be a perfect choice. Lucia is followed by young girls and boys dressed in white robes. The girls wear halos made out of tinsel and carry candles. The boys wear cone-shaped hats and carry star-topped wands. The people also celebrate St. Lucia Day at home. One of the daughters, usually the oldest, dresses up as Lucia and serves coffee and buns called luskatter, or Lucia's cats. These buns are pastries that are rolled up to look like cattails. But don't worry, Gracie, they're not real cats. They're just delicious baked goods. The
Thanks for clearing that up. Speaking of food, let's start our day here in Stockholm with some breakfast. How would you like your porridge, Jasmine?
You can't trick me, Gracie. I know that porridge is another way to say oatmeal, and I would like mine with fresh fruit, please.
You are definitely too smart for me. I will have my porridge with marmalade on it. Perhaps the marmalade jam is made from the oranges we saw in Spain.
It doesn't matter, Gracie. Whatever you call it, it's delish.
Now that we're full, it's time to explore Stockholm. The capital city is located on 14 islands, which are connected with 57 bridges.
Kind of like Venice in Italy.
That's right. Now what shall we see? We can explore Skansen, an open-air museum. It has a wildlife park and exhibits with people teaching about Sweden's history. Or perhaps we should explore some science and tech at Teknisk Science and Technology Museum. We can learn about topics like computer games and artificial intelligence.
Those do sound fun, Gracie, but I want to learn more about the sunken ship at the Vasa Museum.
Wonderful idea. The Vasa was King Gustav II Adolf's beautiful warship, which sank before leaving the harbor on its first voyage in 1628. It stayed at the bottom of the harbor for hundreds of years before being pulled up and put into a museum.
Wow, the ship is really big. Now look at this little model of the Vasa. It's painted red and is decorated with carved figures of people and animals.
Yes, the ship was very colorful when it was built. The king wanted everyone to notice it.
Why did it sink?
You'll never believe this, Jasmine. The Vasa was blown over by a light gust of wind.
You're kidding. A big ship like this? How could that happen?
In the bottom of the ship were these smooth round stones. Here, you can feel them.
Ooh, they are smooth. Why were they in the ship?
The stones were placed at the bottom of the ship to keep it steady, but they didn't work. When the wind blew the ship over, water poured in through the gun holes and caused the ship to sink.
That's awful. How long was it down there?
After the ship sank, the people took the cannons off and left it in the water until it was pulled up over 300 years later.
This was a cool museum. Now I'm hungry again. Why don't we try Swedish meatballs and lingonberry preserves?
I could use a little snack myself. Swedish meatballs are different than Italian meatballs because instead of being in a tomato sauce, they are in a creamy beef and sour cream gravy.
Yummy! I'm going to put some lingonberry jam on my meatballs. Lingonberries are red and kind of like cranberries, but a little sweeter. Now I have enough energy to see Drottningholm Palace, where the royal family lives.
Then on to the ferry boat, and here we are.
Ooh, it is very elegant. I want to go on the animal safari and find the wild animals hiding in the rooms. I'm also going to be on the lookout for the royal family.
Jasmine, the safari is a great idea, but you do realize there aren't real wild animals in here. And you also remember that when you tour someone's home, you don't get to go into their private spaces.
Oh, that's right. But I have my tiara on just in case. Come on! I see a golden lion on that fancy pot. What do you see?
I see a dog in this painting of children.
Gracie, I don't think a dog is really a wild animal. Ooh, there's an elephant over here. This was fun. Where are we going next?
We're heading back in time to see prehistoric rock carvings from the Bronze Age in Tannum.
Jinkies! Look at all of these pictures. There are thousands. I can see people, boats, and animals like deer, horses, and birds. Boy, these prehistoric people were great artists.
Yes, these red carvings are an excellent way to learn about cave people. That large figure over there is thought to be Odin, the god of war. Now, one last stop on Faro.
Gracie, why are we here? Faro is a very small island.
This island in the Baltic Sea has limestone monoliths or sea stacks. They were created by the erosion during the Ice Age.
Really, Gracie? Piles of rocks? Sounds boring.
Jasmine, give it a chance and tell me what you see.
Look! The sea stacks look like things. I see a dog and an outline of a face. This is fun. Sorry I doubted you, Gracie. And over there are some real sheep. Before we leave Sweden, can we go to IKEA? Sweden is the country where the first IKEA stores were opened. I can always use a new princess bed.
Jasmine, I think we will wait to shop at IKEA until we get home. Then we can get more Swedish meatballs and lingonberry jam.
Great idea! So that means it's joke time. Boat jokes for the sunken ship. I've got mine. What do you call a snail on a ship?
I know this one, a snailer. Now will I stump you? What did the boat say when he was not feeling well?
Not stumping me today. The snail said, I need to go to the dock. Too funny. My favorite place was Drottningham Palace and the safari. I always like to visit royalty. How about you?
My favorite was the Vasa Museum and seeing a real sunken ship. How about you, friends? What was your favorite place? Don't forget to share it with someone you love.
That's right. And come back next time to explore Finland. Bye now. Say goodbye, Gracie.
Goodbye, my dear friends. See you next time.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining Jasmine and Gracie on their adventure today. Come back next week for the next one.
Hello, everybody. It's Gwen here. If you want to know more about the places we visited, just go to our website, jasmineandgracie.podbean.com, and go to the sources page, and you can find out all about the great places that we visited. See you next week. Bye-bye.